we now have a quorum at 6:42 p.m. Um, can I have, when you have a chance to look at the agenda, can I get a motion in a second?
Yep.
Bettina,
Yes, ma'am. I will
move
motion.
to approve the agenda.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll second that.
James, seconds. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Is there any public input tonight? All right. Number 4, upcoming events. So, as most of us are aware, this is the big weekend coming up. 2 days away. The car show's on Saturday and Sunday. I guess they're showing up on Saturday, doing their little thing, and then the show's on Sunday, 9 to 5. Annie and Mary Day is Sunday. Parade starts at 10. The park starts at 11 to 5. Humboldt Folklife Festival is happening on the 16th, which is, 16th through the 20th.
At
Should-
Del Arte. Tuesday.
Del Arte. Is that, aren't they already kind of doing that?
Yeah, Annie and Mary's part of it. Folklife's organizing the music.
Oh, okay.
But they're ending that part of Folklife with the barn dance. The 19th.
Oh, okay.
I think they have maybe one event after.
Isn't the free day, the free
Free day.
music day is
Mhm.
Saturday, the
The
20th?
July 20th.
Okay, July 20th is the free day with music. Okay. And then the last upcoming event is the barn dance put on by the Humboldt Folklife people. And that is at Prash Hall from 7 to 10 on Friday night, the 19th. Have you done that before?
No, first time they had booked one in February, but they had canceled it.
And like
It's been a
they're
few
gonna
years.
run it with a mic and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we're excited to see how it
Yeah,
goes. It's
yeah.
all ages. I'm not sure the ticket price, but I believe tickets are available at the door.
So basically, you're just renting the hall
Yeah.
for an event. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions about the upcoming event? All right, so we'll move on to approving the minutes of last month. They're kind of lengthy. Did you do this?
I did them.
Wow.
There was a
Good.
lot of Annie and Mary
Gonna
stuff
say
I
good
wanted to
job,
capture in there.
Good job,
Thanks.
Emily. Um,
Thank you. You're fine.
they look really great to me.
I was looking to make sure Chris's name was corrected. Google likes to still make it Fryer instead of Fuhrer.
Fire,
Fire.
fire,
Um,
R.
I know the top was okay.
I think down here it's okay on approving the minutes. That's how you spell it, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, I'll motion to approve the minutes as written.
I'll second that.
Thank you, James. All in favor to approve the minutes from June, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Yeah, there was a lot.
All right, so number 6 is the car show and the Annie and Mary update.
Yeah, so the car show, we currently have about 45 cars pre-registered, which is more than we've had before. I think last year we were about 30. So
Oh.
it's good. We still have a few more days rolling in.
Any more classes? Or is it the same number of classes?
We did change the class names to be a little more simple for people that aren't car knowledgeable. So it's like Mustangs and Camaros, Bugs, Volkswagen Beetles,
Mhm.
things like that. But the car show seems good. We'll have some help with volunteers on this end, and Annie and Mary's coming together over here. This year, a lot of people are adding their own activities or into the event, so it's helped a lot to alleviate pressure from us
Oh, good.
in the chamber too.
Is Mike's group doing a bocce tournament?
I haven't heard bocce.
Okay.
The kids zone will be on Orge Field, and we'll have the Wonder Wagon with the Arcada Playhouse over there and Parks and Rec back there. And then on this field, we'll have the vendors, which we're mapping Saturday, the music. Um, the layout's pretty similar, I would say. I think it's really the train edition, the museum, which will be open. I heard for the pie sale, but maybe not the actual museum.
Sunday we will be.
They will be? Okay, cool. Because that was,
What time are they announcing the winners for the show?
we do it at about 4
About 4.
at the car show. And then over here, the parade's coming together. So I have a tentative lineup right here of people in blue that we've put
Okay.
into order and think that would be the ideal place for them. And then the people in black are those that we still need to rearrange or find that fit. And there's a lot of walking groups that we've heard are coming or planning to, so putting them in the middle somewhere.
That's cool. Yeah.
Lawnmower type
Kinetic
of things.
sculpture.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's on the backside of the map page
Oh.
here.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, I'll pass it.
No, I do not have that.
I don't have that.
Crazy.
You don't have it either?
No,
Oh, we can just pass it around and
Cool.
share it.
Let me make sure I don't have
Some of
to-
them I know printed odd.
oh, look at you. Okay,
Cool.
thank you.
All right.
No. No. I have one. Is the Camp Perigo float the one that James did?
I'm not on here.
No, it's the pink one that they're building
Oh, okay.
with Bridget, the trash mashup
Oh, yeah.
coordinator.
And
But James needs to be on.
you can put me anywhere on there that you feel.
Okay, cool. And if you want to write in, if you have a copy, I'll grab that.
Okay, I'm just put it on the bottom and you
Yeah.
wherever you want. And I'm just going to call it Parks and Rec float because that's what it's going to be saying.
Oh,
on it.
before the horses.
Are the horses
don't wanna
going to
be
be
last.
last?
Right.
They had mentioned with the
Horses.
weight, animal waste, possibly having them towards the back.
They usually go
Um,
at the end
Yeah.
because something could be behind them, like a band or something, or
Mhm.
Bad.
Who's that?
We have a marching band coming. I don't know who Louie is though.
Louis is the I used to pick her up or
Oh.
he usually drives the mower and picks up the horse poop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know if he's
I haven't heard it confirmed. One of those, yeah,
Does he-
maybe.
I haven't seen him in a year.
I haven't seen him in a long
think
time.
he's
I
got
saw him yesterday.
What's going on?
Well, he's around,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Okay. Mandy had said if he wasn't, then she would take her truck after and do the scraping,
Oh.
but it'd be nice to have it cleaned up before people are walking in it.
We're fine to do that.
Our fun with him in his little cart.
It's perfect.
Is it like a tractor he uses?
No, just a lawnmower, right?
Yes, yeah,
Lawnmower.
Okay.
and he has a shovel.
He has a little
Cool.
wagon behind him or something.
Um,
It's very Blue Lake.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So if you know anybody that wants any kids or anything that want to ride on the hayride,
Okay.
just tell them to be down there at 10:30 is when we get all lined up.
Yeah, 10 to 10:30.
Okay.
Parade takes off at 11 o'clock from the brewery. Music starts at noon at the
Okay.
park.
Yeah.
Some of the sets are 45 minutes, some look like about an hour and 15 or so. The other side is the map. Some of them got double printed, but this is the map we put out to the public on Facebook, printed it out, posted it, emailed it around. And this is showing people where to go. And then Kit Mann from CERT had given us this map showing us where people are going to be from the safety team for parking control.
Oh.
Because there was to keep kids out of the road and everything. So the people in yellow are CERT members. And as the parade moves through the route, they said they're going to move forward kind of to follow
Oh,
the
cool.
parade. And what's on the back side of that? That was the script that I found. But if there's any thoughts of Parks and Rec announcements that would be good to make, I'd love to hear suggestions or ideas.
So is there going to be a table?
Yeah, so Kent Schwatsky actually came and offered his time to do a surveying booth and said whatever surveys that Parks and Rec wants or the city, he'd be happy to sit there and distribute them because he said, I have nothing else to do like that day. And so I said, sure, let's do it. And so we have the Parks and Rec one that we came up with back in April, I believe, and then it kind of lulled a little bit. Um, so that's that one there. And then on the back side is more space for people to leave their comments. So that's one of the surveys.
And
Justin,
we also have
oh,
the volunteer sign up stuff
yeah,
at the table.
that's a good idea because we also have the volunteer waivers for people that are helping in our show, parking
Oh yeah.
enforcement, stuff like that.
Um, since I leave kind of soon, um, maybe we just do it in general. Like, are you interested in volunteering
For
your
Friends of the
time with
Park.
Friends of the Park?
Yeah,
And s-
Is there any kind of banner or any kind of something for Friends of the Park?
we don't have a banner.
I,
I mean, if I could send them the design tonight, then we could get one.
yeah,
Are
I
you a
have a,
banner?
You're okay.
that's one of the things we do.
Sweet. Like as a business?
Yeah.
Oh, I might use you for. I work for Mad River Youth Soccer,
Yeah.
and I need a banner.
Yeah, we do them for, well, most of the ones you see around town.
All of them.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
And then we do it for Little League. I think Eureka, McKinleyville.
So you do like the sponsor banners?
Uh-huh.
That's what this is, sponsor
Yeah.
banner. Sweet. Okay.
It's on
Nice.
kind of a vinyl canvas with
Yeah.
grommets.
Perfect. That's what I need.
It's the survey is that for everybody, so people coming that with folks were
Ye-
stuff about the survey.
Yeah, Ken had mentioned.
To put where where they're coming from, or where they need it.
I don't have it in front of
I
me.
didn't see that.
Yeah, there should be a box that's like, are you a Blue Lake resident or do you live
That's what
outside of
Kent
town?
had set up at
Yeah.
the top. I don't
Yeah.
know if I need a motion to add that little thing or if we could just, I can, edit it.
There and what
Mhm.
they feel needs with this.
Seems to me it's kind of it's a little bit informal,
Mhm.
this survey because we're not going to control who's filling it out. So
Mhm.
I think you could kind of ad lib,
Okay.
and I mean if ever there's a formal one that gets mailed to everybody in Blue Lake,
Mhm.
then that
Mhm.
would be more of a coordinated.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, this one's like a volunteer fill out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We were gonna have this one and then an event feedback, a double or dual side car show and Annie and Mary, what they think, do they like it, suggestions. And the other was the chamber survey. Justin and I had created one back in, gosh, January or February about for the businesses, what they want the chamber to offer and suggestions.
Cool.
If you have anything else, we'd love to put it because there'll be hopefully a lot of people there.
Well, if you have all these people coming, you may as well put, are you a Blue Lake resident?
Yeah, up at the top.
It's gonna be a great opportunity.
Hmm.
And maybe just use this for if you are a Blue Lake resident, are you interested in volunteering?
That's a great question.
So you don't have to have another form.
My only thought is that this is a pretty long survey and little
Mhm.
tiny writing. Like
Yeah.
for my eyeballs, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can't do this. I didn't bring the right glasses.
Okay.
Well, you could have a volunteer sign up sheet. I thought you were gonna have that in the information if they want to volunteer.
We'll have that.
Because they could be for
Oh
any.
yeah, because they're
anyone.
not going to put their name on here. You're
Okay.
right. Yeah, so we need just like a sheet for them to sign up on
Mhm.
with phone number and email.
Mhm.
Do you think this survey could be shortened or simplified to still get that same information?
I mean, maybe for this
Mhm.
purpose, if you wanted to abbreviate it so that you get some
Mhm.
information that's valuable for you, but then you're maybe going to get more people willing to do it
Cool.
because it'll go faster and they can just,
Because
know.
with the commission's permission, I'd love to make it more digestible for a festival
weekend,
goer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
And the number 5 is more if you're a Blue Lake, that's what you call this is gonna be funded versus
Mhm.
if you live in Eureka, you come into the family.
Mhm.
They're not gonna,
On tax increase, but
Right.
Yeah.
but it would be interesting to hear like where people are coming from. So just not like are you Blue Lake residents, but have a spot with a foot for whatever.
Yeah, or you could make it a
People travel for this.
you could make it
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
multiple choice and put all those different
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
places and a box for out of town,
yeah, or just
outside
other,
Humboldt or something.
Yeah, while they're all here,
right.
we may
Yeah.
as well.
See, with the farthest somebody's come from
Mm-hmm.
to our festival.
That would be cool. It was a thought that had talking earlier that it's hard to have Annie and Mary the same weekend because most people in Fortuna are going to go to their rodeo and so forth. Those that do come up here, we'd want to know why.
It's not Fortuna Rodeo.
No,
It's
It's
Oric.
Oric.
Or
Oric
yeah.
Rodeo.
Yeah.
the Bigfoot days.
Fortuna's later.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Oric Rodeo.
And when did does Fortuna do the rodeo at the same time they do their Apple Festival?
Oh,
Okay.
Apple's
Is-
in the
is-
fall,
it-
and
and isn't that in the other town?
No, I knew
Lolita?
Rio Del?
I thought Fortuna did the Apple Festival, like, yeah, Clendenin
Oh.
sponsors it,
Oh.
and
Okay.
they have a big car show for that one too.
Oh, okay.
Wow, car show for an apple festival?
or maybe it just kind of accidentally happens at the same time.
Yeah.
It's in the
Oh.
fall.
Okay, does Chris know about the tabling? Like, are you gonna have your staff at the table or are we gonna staff the table?
I know Kent said he's happy to sit there, and if he
Okay.
has help, then he has help. We have staff around, right now stationed in like the fun zone and the car show, signing people up. But once
Okay.
people are taken care of, they tend to be freed up from.
When I get back into town, I'll get to the park and see if Kent needs a break or
Cool.
needs to leave.
That would be awesome. And if there's anything else you think of, that would be great to put at the table. The Friends of the Park for sure,
Okay.
the survey and
Yeah.
um, event feedback, and then the small business chamber survey.
And then is the consensus that the commission would allow her to simplify this for,
I think so.
Yes.
Cool.
all right.
So I'll do
Anything
that.
else on the Annie Mary Day date?
Not much. We got our health thing in from the county, so that was
Okay.
my biggest worry. It's here, so
Woo!
yeah.
With a couple days to spare. Um, okay, so let's move on to number 7, bike park fundraisers, work days, promotions, discussion.
Uh, we met with the bike park people. Maybe last meeting I had mentioned that. And
I saw the work they did.
yeah, it's been really coming together, and they're doing that third line jump or however you call
Oh.
it. But after that, they've said we really do need to get in gear to fundraise that next step. So Mandy and I were thinking what would be an event or something exciting the community would want to participate in, and we thought of a few different ideas. One of them being an auction dinner and professional like show over there with a bike rider and a few other aspects, like gear swap or a movie night to end it.
Oh,
Um, with the idea of the auction would be for the different jumps or features in the park, people would auction to name it after their business or
wow.
what other else. And we thought a short film submission contest might be interesting to put out with the idea of adventure or trails, something to do with biking and the course. But that's kind of where we stopped before Annie and Mary came up
So is the
again.
work that's been done on it recently volunteer work?
It's part volunteer and part, I guess you'd call it parade.
In kind?
Yeah, I think some of the materials that it's been Tavis and Dana from B&B, I
Yeah.
believe, that have
They've
been
donated.
helping
They've donated
lot.
equipment, time, and everything because the equipment down there is theirs.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
absolutely. So I think some fundraising efforts would be great to help offset the expenses that they've taken on.
Uh-huh.
Um, and the concrete and asphalt stages would be significantly more if we wanted to look at doing that by possibly next spring and summer, having that next stage in. But it's from what I've heard and the writers here, it's at that stage where it's nearly rideable for the dirt itself,
Okay.
like the Redwood Parks pump track.
Yeah.
So part of it is going to stay dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part of it
So
will
once they
stay.
finish that, it's usable.
Yeah.
It's got some kind of surface on it. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like concrete, but I don't think it is.
No, it's just very very well packed.
Oh,
Like it's
some kind of
it's
rock.
like a roto mix they call.
Oh,
It's like part of his tailings from uh old asphalt that
okay,
that they repurpose.
okay.
So it's yeah. So it compacts way tighter than regular gravel.
So it can get rained on, so it's not going to like get tarped in the
Yeah,
winter like it did when it was
yeah.
built, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Has anybody asked the new owners of the brewery if they'd be interested in donating since it's going to really affect their business?
I think it'd be a good discussion. We got our first sponsorship back the other day from Cal Fire Suppression and Plumbing, the Russo family. So they gave a $2,500 donation to the park.
Hmm.
It was a awesome plug-in. I think our last set was really early 2023 that we were working and getting those donations. And if you go on our city's website, it kind of showed the last stage we were at before Dana and Tavis really kicked it up the next notch and have taken it to where it's at now.
Hmm.
But this went out, was posted in social media and some places around town. I think it's on the website too. It's the
Oh,
bike park
okay.
sponsor
Hmm.
form that's been floating around. And so this is where we got that first 2,500 from the
Okay.
Russo family. And while
Um,
the different contractors are in town,
Pacific Builders.
yeah, we were gonna ask if they would be interested as well.
I know Tony really well.
Really?
Yeah,
The
that's
owner?
who I'm going to Shelter Cove with.
Okay.
Um,
What are they building right now?
oh, they're building all kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
Nothing here though.
No, well, they're building that, the old subway in Eureka. That.
Okay, I thought you meant that they were building something in Blue Lake.
Oh no, I'm just saying
What's happening?
he's a bike rider. He's really into mountain biking and stuff, and he rides out here a lot.
Okay.
He's got money, and he's nice.
And Dan from
Yeah,
RMI rides out here all the time too.
Yeah, he's been huge.
Um,
But after Annie and Mary's done, that's kind of the next thing we're gonna think about doing is pulling the trigger on the bike park, and I would really love to get the Friends of the Park program going to get the volunteers.
So so you're gonna have maybe a table banner to say Friends of the Park, and then you'll have maybe a poster or something for the top of the table that says these are the kinds of things that Friends of the Park do.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
so
you can
people.
print the posters too. That's
Okay.
I just have that on like 13 by 19 card stock or something like that.
Mhm.
Cool.
So I can do that. It's just I don't have the time to design it
Yeah.
because the person that does my graphic designer, he's out of town for a week.
mm,
So if whatever you can get over closer to complete, the better. I can make
yeah,
some changes and whatnot. It's just that's not my forte.
well,
What size are we thinking? A full size banner?
the size of
Just
Top
fit a
level.
table,
Okay.
if you do
Well,
a 6 foot folding table or an 8.
I think Kent paid for a booth, but he's got a purpose that he wants to do. So he's doing kind of two things.
Oh,
So maybe if you had like a half table banner,
Okay.
Okay.
for the Friends of the Park side, and then he'll have his other side,
oh,
and he'll work both sides or whatever. But
Okay.
um,
The two with the barbecues, we mentioned that semi-month. It'd be nice to have a banner to put out for those types of events too. Um,
Huh?
question?
Yeah, quiet hand.
I was just thinking, when I have talked to different people about like wherever they walk by or whatever, there are questions, people have questions,
Hmm.
like a lot of things that I hear is about insurance, like
Mhm.
liability insurance. Where do people know where to turn those questions into? Like, is there a question and answering? Is there a way for them to voice those questions and then maybe change the perception
of the bike park.
yeah. Because it's right now they just see these things and then
Mhm.
people work, kids go there after hours and get in a wreck, or is the city gonna be liable? And just, is there a forum for that? Where can people voice their questions and concerns?
I know our risk management would likely do a site visit and evaluate before we create or purchase any signage for the rules and regulations that they'd require us to have posted to remove our liability.
Yeah,
Obviously,
play at your own risk.
yeah, and look at the site layout too.
It could be just different, like who can access and who can use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I hear questions, but people are just speculating and talking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they know where those questions should be directed to.
I would
So there's a
imagine
way,
too.
there's a way to communicate, well, this is who you call and this is who, if that's what it means.
If we build out the bike park page too, I'd like to work with Andy, our web designer, to have more of a FAQ on there. But I would foresee like a community Grange meeting to talk about the bike park and the features. And I told Mandy part of the benefit dinner or thing to raise money would be good to have those plans and the different amenities we're thinking of so people
Mhm.
can weigh in and voice concerns, but also ideas too. Because it is true. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you could definitely answer a lot of those questions on the website,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what
doesn't
we're
have to
doing.
be super fancy. It's just, all text, questions and
Mhm.
answers. Just,
Yeah.
just write them out and give them to Andy, and he can put them on there.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, and the overall liability would come down to our risk management carriers,
Hmm.
often is signage and regular facility checks.
Yeah, exactly. Making sure it's safe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Anything else about the bike park?
I believe that's all for now.
Okay.
so that possible fundraiser event is into the fall. You're thinking?
Yeah, definitely after Annie and Mary Day.
Mhm.
With the summer markets, we thought it'd tie in well with that crowd and trying to gauge excitement in that time, which I believe is in September. Not really summer, but fall markets. But that would be a good time to give us enough to plan it in August and then also execute it in September, possibly.
It sounds like it could be a pretty kind of a complicated event. It sounds like you're trying to pull
A
a lot
few
of stuff
different things
together there.
off.
Yeah.
Some people have already volunteered, like the motocross show. Somebody came to us and said, I'm a pro rider and I'd love to do that. And we're like, great, that'd be
Oh,
cool. The dinner stuff would probably be a blueprint of like the Haywans with a little tweaking and the tables and everything. The movie night, which Justin and I had an execution of one time, but little things, and it doesn't all have to go together, but something to drum up excitement and
uh-huh.
keep people talking about it.
Do adults do those pump track things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And movie nights, is that always in Prash Hall or can that be outside?
Could have them outside too.
But like, does it have to be like projected onto the side of the building or something?
We have this
Or-
white screen, which we've done. I don't know if we've ever projected on the backside of Prash.
Wow.
It's an inflatable projection screen, correct?
Yeah, the bigger screen is huge.
Mhm.
300-inch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the one you did outside was at the baseball field, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the Little League.
Cute.
It'll only get darker, I think, earlier now.
Yeah, we're going that.
So,
Yeah, by September that might work out.
yeah. But that's all I have for the bike park
Okay.
now.
You good, Elise?
Hmm?
Okay. All right. So, are there any announcements?
I have a question.
Okay.
Um,
Let's make
are
it an announcement.
What's that? Announce a question? Yeah. The square, are they trying to get that mostly done for Annie and Mary?
I don't think it'll be done by Annie and Mary. I heard late July.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're making pretty good progress on it. Yeah.
They're going quick with, yeah.
And is that going to be, that's going to fall into Parks and Rec for events there as well?
We will have that. So for our tree lighting and stuff, we have that down there. We'll have power at the town square. Not sure by December. We're hoping to run our Christmas tree and not have a generator there. There'll be a portable B&B, I believe, for the bathroom.
Will there be a fence on the back?
I think Mandy's looking at different paneling options
Okay.
that are community could like
Yeah.
art fence.
Cool.
You mean around the B&B? Is that what you mean? Or, or
No,
Because you
to
have the
block
creek.
off the building.
right? There's supposed to be a shade structure
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
on that edge of the park. So there'll be kind of a gazebo, like an arbor-ish shade structure thing.
Oh.
And I don't know, as far as a vertical barrier.
Fence.
There might be a fence of some kind, but I don't know about that because I think they're trying to reserve some space on the other side of that for food trucks. So
Oh.
I think they don't want, I don't know. There's going to be something that's a bit of a visual barrier, but it's not a solid fence.
Okay.
That's in the plan that I'm aware of.
So, any other announcement questions or just announcements? Yes, you have an announcement?
It's more about the second part of since Ken and Mary days of pulling people from other areas. It would be a great opportunity for you to introduce or have banner of what your vision for the town square.
Oh.
Like with a banner of what it's gonna look like at the
Mhm.
vision side, so that people know that okay, well, it's not here now, but this is what it will look like, and this is what you could come from.
I'm trying to think. We have the big paper maps that could be maybe printed.
Yeah, I don't think we
something. Yeah.
I don't think an artist rendering of that in its finished form exists. There was several years ago there wasn't a Lori or not Lori. Erin Ponte did the original design for the grant application and she had a rendering of a finished park, but that's not the design that was used. So I think what we have for what they're building is really just technical drawings
okay.
from the engineers. And so it's hard to get excited about technical drawings.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can print them and hang them up there, but
Or just like Blue Lake Square coming soon. You know,
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Why not utilize it?
Yeah.
Information.
I thought they had something up there.
It's about the
But
grant, about 68 in the grant.
Okay. But I saw something that said Town Square, but maybe they took it down now.
Renderings would be nice though.
Yeah.
So, are you okay? Future agenda items. I did go over to Ivy Lane on my bike and got chased by dogs but it was my friend's dog, so
Oh.
that was good. I didn't know Matt lived down there. Anyway, place that they're talking about is like you can't even see it. You can't get to it.
It's overgrown.
It's overgrown.
Yeah.
He's like pointing over there. I'm like, how do you get in there? And he said, well, go around. So I went around to the trail. You can't get in there that way either. So it doesn't seem like a viable even.
Not right now.
No.
Right now, they've been doing a little bit of cleanup. A few trees have been removed
Really?
along the trail and whatnot. Just not a lot, but just a
Mhm.
little at a time.
And it seems too small too for a course.
Oh, it is. It is. It's
Yeah.
definitely too small. for
Way
a
too
course.
small.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's even shouldn't be even on here.
Yeah. Well, I guess taking that off future agenda.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a viable spot for a disc golf course.
How big is it? Could you
Maybe an
tell?
acre? I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe an acre. Maybe. Yeah.
really? That's too small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A disc golf course would take up like linear, like it would take up like 5 acres.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the best possible way you can even consider doing it is maybe start it back by the brewery on the greenbelt, work your way towards that direction, then
Right.
maybe have probably only have room for one hole there,
Yeah.
and then another hole going out of there,
Yeah.
and then back towards the levee to where you do a big circle like
Oh, yeah.
that walk.
Yeah.
That would be the only way I could conceive
Yeah. That would
making
make
it
more
work.
sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that means we're on several different properties.
Yeah.
Seems like that's Ivy Lane property is some years out in terms of usability.
Yeah, for sure.
There are some pieces that Glenn, our public works superintendent, pointed out that are pocket park areas the city owns up in the neighborhoods. One of them I thought was a good size for a cute bench and perhaps picnic table. But that could be a space the commission possibly looks at utilizing because it's sat there and they'd said they love to not have to maintain it the way they are. It's just
Mm,
weeds
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Parks is the Public Works is maintaining it. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
they said they mow it, but it's been sitting like that since they've started working here. And it's kind of a triangle shape.
Hmm.
Where is it?
It's over in the neighborhood. Gosh, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but
Is it by the fire station?
I think
Not
it
this
is.
one, but the one where they.
Yeah, the far one, and there is a neighbor, I believe, on both sides.
Is it the
Um,
one right behind the trailer park road?
I don't
No, that one's owned by a farmer, and the one you're talking about is the bigger one. Yeah,
Okay, it's a
know.
little triangle kind
yeah,
of.
the farmer across the street, that farmer there, he owns that too.
Oh, okay.
There's some larger trees, like one or two larger trees, and some ivy growing up on the chain link there that borders the neighbor's property. But it'd be a nice spot to bring the kids for camp and have an outdoor classroom or something of that
Huh.
nature.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, maybe you could
take pictures.
yeah, find it on the map so we could all go look at it maybe.
Okay.
Um so we know what we're talking about when we get together again.
Cool. That's all-
Speaking of
all
getting
the-
together again, we will get together again on August 7th.
Nice.
Um, yeah, that's the day my mom leaves, so I'll be here. If there's nothing else to discuss, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Thanks,
second.
Tina, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
I.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.